So I've been using the iPhone 17 Pro Max for a week now. Let's talk about it. The design is a bit different from the Pro Max phones of the last few years. It feels more like a tool this time around. Actually, it's kind of like the 16-inch MacBook Pro if you think about it. A big, heavy block of aluminum. A powerhouse. Maybe a little less refined than before, especially after playing around with the super sleek iPhone Air. So Apple ditched titanium and went back to an aluminum unibody. And while I really like titanium, I don't actually mind the aluminum. It feels nice, it's still premium, and it finally matches my other Apple devices. I do think the aluminum will scratch easier, but time will tell. I'm not so sure how I feel about the two-tone back with the glass cutout and the alignment of the logo. But honestly, as always, I'll end up slapping a skin on it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The Pro Max feels big and thick. It's a bit like it was pumped up with air. And I'm not just saying that because I've been using the Air. Even compared to my 15 Pro Max, there's a noticeable difference in size and bulk. I do like the more rounded edges though, definitely more comfortable to hold. The slightly larger footprint does make it harder to use one-handed. I'm not super confident and sometimes feel like it might slip out of my hand. Maybe I need to go on a thumb stretch exercise plan. Moving on, the display is excellent. Big, bright, fluid, and immersive. Perfect for watching stuff, or just scrolling the web and socials. Now this year, you don't need to go pro anymore for the best screen. It's the same across all models. But if you want the biggest and most immersive experience, the Pro Max is still the way to go. Especially with the stereo speakers. Although I've noticed I tend to block the bottom speaker when holding it in landscape. Just so you know. Performance is exactly what you'd expect from Apple's best iPhone. It's great. You get the newest chip, more RAM, and even a vapor chamber for cooling. It's faster, can sustain performance longer, and it doesn't heat up as much. Now, I don't really push my phone to the limit, but it's nice to know it can handle whatever I throw at it for years to come. The cameras are where the upgrades stand out the most. Photos and videos look better across the board, especially the ultra-wide and telephoto compared to my 15 Pro Max. As a photo and video enthusiast, it's awesome to have a camera this capable in your pocket. Shooting RAW and log means you've got room to tweak in post, and the results can look seriously good. But at the end of the day, it's still a phone. When I need to do something pro, I grab my actual gear, not the iPhone. The new front camera also got an awesome upgrade. It's higher resolution, and you definitely notice the bump in quality and sharpness. It can also go much wider, perfect for selfies where you want more of the background or for group shots. And on the Pro Max, the front camera can shoot in log too. Another neat trick is that you can switch between portrait and landscape without rotating the phone. Now that's just brilliant. I really hope they bring a square sensor to the back camera too in future iPhones. Now battery life is where the Pro Max truly shines. This thing just keeps on going. Even with heavy use, I can easily get through a day. No problem. Probably even 2 days with some juice left. It really makes dragging around a thick, bulky brick worth it. The Pro Max is the battery king, and I love it. I do wish we'd also get the eSIM-only model in Europe. I'd rather have a bigger battery. SIM cards are so 90s. So after a week, here are my thoughts. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is the biggest, most powerful, most reliable iPhone you can get. It feels more like a pro tool than ever, with the fresh look, solid performance, impressive cameras, and crazy good battery life. But if I'm honest, the Pro Max is also getting a little less exciting. It feels more like a spec bump with a couple of new tricks. Still, if you want the absolute best iPhone you can get right now, the Pro Max is it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it.